Today I'm going to be giving a film review for Resident Evil, the final chapter. Now this stars Milla Jovovich again in the role of Alex, and you also have Paul W.S. Anderson, who is also returning to direct this sixth installment in the franchise. Now this is supposed like the final film in the series, which is based on the video game series, from Capcom, which I'm a fan of too. That's my favorite video game series too, by the way. So yeah, again, this is based on that gaming series, by like the zombies and like apocalyptic like type things going on and so on. But yeah, this is my review for Resident Evil, the final chapter. Now this film, it continues like the story of Alex, who is played by Milla Jovovich, and she's out to actually stop like the zombie apocalypse like once and for all. Cause like when the film opens, she's like out like searching and so on, and she explains like the origins of what happened like in the previous films, like what happened to you don't really get to see what happened to like the other characters, what happened to them, But she actually gets to explain the events of how like Wesker, like Albert Wesker, he set them up and like, he told them to come to like Washington, I believe it was. But then it turns out it was like a trap, So I guess everybody ended up getting killed or so on or something like that, Because now Alex is on her own. But then she finds like a Red Queen like hologram, and it tells her that she has to return to like Raccoon City, And it turns out that there's like a cure that can like wipe out all like the zombies and anybody who is affected with the T virus, So like the Red Queen informs Alice of this situation and tells her that she has to return to Raccoon City, which was destroyed, kind of similar to like in the video games where they had nuked it and destroyed, because that's where like the zombies and all that were kind of located at when it first started, But that's what the movie is basically about. She has to return to Raccoon City and get this like airborne virus thing that was created that can wipe out the whole T virus, basically all people who have the T virus within them, So that's what the film is about. She has to do that to stop the T virus, and then along the way she has to confront like members of like Albert Wesker, like the Umbrella Corporation, which is still thriving, because like in the video game series, Umbrella has been like completely like wiped out. You still get like a whiff from them, but like as far as like the movies go, they still put like a strong focus in the movies, which I think is kind of cool. They're keeping Umbrella around. So yeah, that's what she has to do. She has to find out how to get this airborne like antigen like virus thing that she can spread, and like not and totally like wipe out the T virus. So along the way, she comes across like Claire Redfield, who's like from the video game series, and like other characters too as well, Now I thought this film, just like the previous installments, I thought this was entertaining, but probably because I'm a fan of the series, of the gaming series, so that's probably why, because like that, but like the action scenes, I thought they were just like intense and like exciting, the way like Paul W.S. Anderson, the way he filmed these scenes, because he directed like Mortal Kombat, Alien vs. Predator, and other Resident Evil films too, and other films too as well, But the way he did this, I thought the action scenes were just like terrific, the way they filmed it, like the pacing of it, You could tell at times it seems like it's kind of dragging on, but it's like never a dull moment because it's always like some kind of like action, like going on some kind of explosion or a fight sequence. I like how they bring in like more enemies too, like they had the usual zombies, but they are instead of bringing in more like of the creatures that were actually, again, at the beginning of the film, Alice has to take on like this huge like bat-looking creature, which is in Resident Evil 5, like the 5th game that was in that one. Like this bat creature looks exactly how it looked on the video game. So I thought that was kind of cool, that they stayed true to that, But they did bring in like another enemy that I didn't recognize, kind of towards the end of the film. I didn't really recognize that one too much, But then they had like, the usual like zombie fights and like in scenes like that and so on, which I thought were cool, But I like how they stayed staged true to like the way like the characters, just like Claire Redfield, like her outfit is just how it is on Resident Evil Revelations 2, like the game. Which I thought was pretty cool, and like other characters too, like Wesker's look, just like as usual is how he looks in the games too as well, But in the end, though, I like how they brought took it back to like Raccoon City, which kind of connects it to like the first film and so on, And I was always like a big part of the earlier video games too as well, But yeah, in the end, I thought this was entertaining, but I think this really was aimed at the fans, I think you really have to be like a fan of this series, or just like slam banging like type action films, to really like it, I thought Milla Jovovich is good as Alex again, and I'm a fan of her films too as well. I like Milla Jovovich, So yeah, then I'm giving Resident Evil the final chapter. I'm giving this a B minus, and I recommend it for like fans of like the video game series, or if you are fans of these films in general, So yeah, that's my review for Resident Evil the final chapter, which I'm giving a B minus. All right.